Before the gods shaped the sky and the heroes walked the earth, there was only one story, the story still told today by every legend, every cautionary tale, and every myth of ancient Greece. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to witness the very moment the universe came into being? Since the dawn of Western civilization, the gods, heroes, and monsters of ancient Greece have inspired our imagination, taught us lessons, and fueled our dreams. Greek mythology offers a kaleidoscope of stories tragic, heroic, and wondrous. From the void emerges Gaia, the earth, and Uranus, the sky. Their union brings forth the Titans, gigantic beings who rule before the gods as we know them. Yet power rarely lasts forever. Cronus, youngest among them, overthrows Uranus, only to hear a haunting prophecy: his own child will someday depose him. Desperate, Cronus devours his newborns, but his wife Rhea saves their last son, Zeus, hiding him away on the island of Crete. Guided by Athena, Perseus wields a shield as a mirror, decapitates Medusa, and later uses her head as a weapon to rescue Andromeda from a ravenous sea beast. Orpheus, the greatest musician, braves Hades to reclaim his lost love, Eurydice. With his lyre, he moves the hearts of gods and shades alike. And monsters, it is the choices and flaws of individuals that echo through eternity. Greek mythology remains, as ever, the blueprint for epic storytelling. Hades allows Eurydice to return to life on a single condition: Orpheus must not look back at her until they reach the world above. Perseus, a hero of mortal birth but divine favor, was sent on a seemingly impossible quest to fetch the head of Medusa, the monster whose gaze could turn anyone to stone. With the help of gifts from the gods, Perseus beheaded Medusa, using cunning rather than brute strength. This story is more than a monster-slaying adventure. It's about confronting fears and outwitting obstacles, showing that intelligence, sometimes more than brawn, triumphs over evil. When curiosity overcame her, every manner of suffering escaped into the world. But hope remained inside. Greek mythology wasn't just entertainment. It was a way for the ancient Greeks to explain the world, ponder fate, and confront the unknown. The gods and monsters were mirrors for human ambition, jealousy, love, and folly. Today, these myths remain with us in art, literature, and film because they speak to the timeless struggles within each of us. The best stories of Greek mythology aren't just about heroes and monsters. They're about what it means to be human. This myth reminds us that even when life is full of hardship, hope persists. Overcome by heartbreak and doubt, Orpheus glances back to soon, losing Eurydice forever. The labyrinth of Crete, designed by Daedalus, housed the monstrous Minotaur, and Iliad. Prideful Achilles, cunning Odysseus, and tragic Hector clashed beneath the walls of Troy. The Odyssey follows Odysseus' perilous 10-year journey home, facing sirens, Cyclops, and his own mistakes. These stories aren't just war epics, they're intricate studies of honor, loyalty, and the struggle to return home. Each year, young Athenians were sent as tribute, doomed to die until Theseus volunteered, with cleverness and the thread given to him by Ariadne. He slew the beast and escaped. Here, the myth explores fate, sacrifice, and the belief that bravery and cleverness can deliver us from despair. Let's journey together through some of its very best. The world begins in chaos. Years pass. Zeus grows strong, forces Cronus to disgorge his siblings, and leads a thunderous rebellion Titanomachy against the old order. The Olympians are victorious. Zeus claims the throne of the gods, ruling from the summit of Mount Olympus. But why do these stories, written and told thousands of years ago, still capture our attention today? The answer lies in the drama, the adventure, and the way they explore questions that continue to baffle us about destiny, power, hubris, and hope. Among their stories, few are as infamous as the tale of Prometheus, the titan who defies Zeus for the sake of humankind. According to myth, it was Prometheus who defied the almighty Zeus and gifted humanity with fire, an act that gave us knowledge, technology, and a spark of independence. Furious, Zeus punished him by chaining him to a rock, where every day an eagle devoured his liver, only for it to regrow, beginning the torment anew. It's a gruesome punishment, but the message is clear. Innovation comes at a cost, and challenging authority has consequences. He steals fire from the gods and gifts it to mortals, giving them warmth, light, and the spark of innovation. Zeus, outraged, punishes Prometheus by chaining him to a rock where an eagle feasts on his liver each day, only for it to heal every night, for daring to uplift humanity. Prometheus becomes the eternal symbol of suffering for knowledge, but the gods are far from serene. Consider Olympus, abandoned as an infant to avoid a dark prophecy. Adopted by another king and queen, he grows up unaware, but an oracle reveals he will murder his father and marry his mother, in a tragic twist, trying desperately to escape fate. Oedipus rushes straight into its grasp, fulfilling the prophecy and unraveling both his life and his kingdom. Mortals aren't spared the winds of fate, or follow Perseus, who, with wisdom and courage, conquers the monstrous Medusa. Her gaze turns all who meet her eye to stone. Greek myths also shine in the depths of the underworld. From the boldness of heroes like Hercules cleaning the Augean stables, to the daring of Icarus flying too close to the sun, Greek mythology brims with cautionary tales, wild adventure, and the eternal struggle between fate and free will. In the end, these stories are more than ancient entertainment. They are mirrors held up to our own humanity, reminding us that even among gods, Greek mythology is overflowing with epic tales, tragic heroes, cunning gods, and monsters that still haunt our imagination. Let's start with one of the oldest and most enduring stories, the tale of Prometheus. Prometheus was a titan, clever and rebellious. Then we have the legend of Perseus and Medusa. Greek myths aren't just about individual heroes. They often pit mortals against the complex will of the gods. Take Theseus and the Minotaur, for example. Of course, no discussion of Greek mythology is complete without the sweeping sagas of the Iliad and the Odyssey. Let's not forget Pandora, the first woman, created by the gods and sent to Earth with a mysterious box. Why do these stories endure? If you haven't yet, subscribe, ring the bell, and prepare for untold myths, hidden histories, and legendary secrets that await just beyond the edge of time.